Mrs.S here. I know it's been a minute since I've put out a video. I've had appointments since the last video, but I really felt like the appointments are starting to just repeat themselves. It's pretty much the same information that I've already put in my videos. So I didn't want to just keep repeating the same thing. But this video, I wanted to talk more about how I've been feeling during this process instead of, the steps that I'm going through for this process. So, number one, these support groups, hi, my name is, they've become more and more irritating the more I participate. So one of my things that I get really annoyed with, very quickly actually, it's a very short fuse for me, but it's the fact it is people's perspective of obese, fat, chubby, thickums, whatever the name that you want to name it. It irritates me. It irritates me with people's perspective or the stereotype. So in these groups, the person who runs this group, her perspective, including the other people that I've spoke to at these different appointments, perspective is kind of out of whack. The fact that they assume that you are an emotional eater because you're fat. Because I'm a thickum, they think that when I'm sad, I eat. When, I'm happy, I eat. They expect that that's what you do. But I thought, isn't that what everybody does? You just eat. Everybody's sad, happy at some point throughout, sometimes all of those emotions in one day. Sometimes as a woman, you can go through all those emotions in 1 hour. I'm just saying. Or the fact that I eat chips all day and cupcakes and bonbons. I don't even know what the hell that is. What is a bonbon? Is that a dessert that was back in the day that people think that still, it might just be me. I don't know what the heck is a bonbon, okay? What's a bonbon? Please stop referring to fat people just stuffing their mouth with this bonbon. I'm gonna have to Google that.
What?
I'm gonna have to Google it. But it's irritating. Or the fact that you must have went through a depression, which is why if you weren't already a fat child or an obese child, growing up into being an obese adult, if you were once skinny and now all of a sudden you're big, it was because you were depressed. All these stereotypes, y'all, the stereotypes about fat and being this and being that is ridiculous. We're all individuals and no one's story is the same. So I don't know how we can make a diagnosis based of maybe a couple people that you studied, and now you have to say, oh, well, because these people were emotional eaters, all fat people must be emotional eaters. No, that's not the case. One, I ain't never had a sweet tooth, and if anybody know me, okay, if I had to choose over the best dessert, whatever that is, to you, if I had to compare that dessert to homemade meal of eggplant lasagna, I'm gonna tell you right now what I'm going to choose. I'm a thickums who like a home cooked meal. I don't even go to get fast food that often. I prefer a good pork chop smothered, okay? I prefer a good Brussels sprout that's, really steamed nicely, that's made with love. Not in a big old batch where you don't even know where it's going. Love, you turn it, you put that butter up on there, put some salt and pepper, boom. or some asparagus, or that fat people don't eat vegetables. Y'all, when I say that their voices or their eyes get bigger when they ask the question. Okay, so this was actually one of the questions they asked, right? It was an assignment. So one of the assignments was to pick a vegetable that you wouldn't normally eat and incorporate into a meal. Because what they say is that what normally happens is the things that you don't like currently or like currently after your surgery, your taste buds change. It's whatever happens with the chemical that's in your stomach that makes you crave whatever, happens up in there. It changes. And so things that you may not have liked before, you think is really good. So they're trying to, incorporate different foods. And, you take note of what you don't like, and then you try them again after the surgery, and then you notate if any of those things change, right? Now, that seems like a good one, right? Any food, we just keep it general. But the way it was pitched to me was, I know that you might not eat a lot of vegetables, but have you ever tried asparagus? And I'm looking like, are you asking me if I ever heard of asparagus? Or are you asking me if I've ever eaten asparagus? Because to me, I'm thinking this person is saying it like it's an exotic food. Like, have you ever heard and tried asparagus? Like, it's asparagus. What is so fancy about asparagus that you would assume that I did not eat some asparagus? And so I'm like, I eat vegetables. Now, there's a few things I do not like, okay? Now, that is any type of fungi, that is mushrooms, okay? Shrooms, whatever. No fungi. No olives. No black-eyed peas. And that is more just based on the story as a child. And I've never even tasted it since I was like maybe 7. But I have lived by that I do not eat black-eyed peas. So side story, right?
3, 2, 1.
My dad, when I was little, the only 2 things that he really knew how to cook was fried chicken and black-eyed peas. That was always on the menu, and I got tired of both of them. And I did not like black-eyed peas. But one day I kept asking, like, why do y'all call them black-eyed peas? Like, what makes them black-eyed peas? His response was, because they're eyeballs, they're black eyes, and they're dehydrated. Now, I don't know why you thought that was a great idea to tell me. So even still, alright, y'all, I know they're not black eyeballs. I know they're not eyeballs with black eyes. I know. I'm an adult now, okay? But I still feel like, no, I will not be eating any eyeballs. So that's the little side story. I will never touch black-eyed peas and lima beans. Those are my hard no. Everything else, and okra. No okra. But the fact that she assumed that because you're fat, you obviously don't eat vegetables. You obviously only eat chips and dip and these bonbons people keep talking about. No, but I eat a lot of vegetables. I am a spinach queen. Ask my husband, I put spinach on everything. Like, if I could show you my deep freezer, there's bags and bags and bags of spinach, and I incorporate it into everything. Just make a spinach dip, might put some cheese on, some baked fish with a zest of lemon and a lemon slice, and some rice on my sandwiches, like on a tuna melt. Y'all. Anyways, but I was like thrown, y'all, thrown. And then I forget. I was like, yeah, asparagus. Like, who doesn't eat asparagus? And I was like, I really love asparagus with some hollandaise sauce. And then I realized that maybe this was a different type of conversation. after the next response, she was like, oh, not too many people eat holiday sauce. I'm shocked that you even know about that. Okay. And I'm just like, next question. This next question, next person, whatever, next. And so, you know, she was talking about eggplant. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, my mom makes the best eggplant lasagna. Like, you know, my mom makes this eggplant lasagna. I shouldn't even say she makes because she does not make, because she keeps complaining that it's a long process. But you don't get to make something that your family like and then swear by that she will never make it again. That's not how this thing works. This is not how it works. If you're gonna cook something good, then you need to know, okay, while you're prepping, that hey, this is a possibility. If this is a hitter and everyone in the house is gonna like this meal, this is something that I might have to make again. And if you are not going to do all of this prepping, you about to sabotage that meal real quick. Because what's gonna happen is 40 years from now, that person or your family is going to keep talking about this one dish that you just refuse to make again. And in case if my mom is watching, yes, mom, talking about you. I'm waiting for the eggplant lasagna. Any day. Any day, I will fly. I am in Washington. My mama lives in Virginia. I will fly over there to get that lasagna. Just let me know ahead of time, so I can get money straight. But y'all, as of lately, I had my 3-month check-in. That's the halfway point. So I have 3 more months left. I went in. I've lost 13 pounds, y'all. 13 pounds. And again, this is pre-surgery. So this is me doing this on my own. I honestly have never lost this much weight on my own before. But it's different when you're given these little tips and tricks and these tools that helps you better understand the process of losing weight. And I did this on purpose. This is me losing weight with minimal exercise. Y'all, I have not been going to nobody's gym. Okay, my husband bought a whole little gym thing for him, and he don't even touch it. We not working out. I walk. As of lately, I've not walked as much as I used to. As I started off, I kind of fell back a little bit. So this is minimal exercise. Like again, I will walk every once in a while. Like I said, this past 2 weeks, I really haven't, for real. I really haven't been walking because of all of those reasons. But 13 pounds with pretty much no exercise. So I mean, you can lose weight and not exercise. I mean, no, exercise you should probably do because it just helps you, you know, lose weight even faster. I'm quite sure that if I was actually exercising regularly, I would have lost double what I've lost right now, like easily. So, but the fact that I'm not working out at all and I've lost 13 pounds, I think that's pretty good. And I was just counting calories. And a couple more appointments that are coming up. I'll keep you posted with those. These are actually the bigger appointments. What else did we have? Oh, we had a relationship class. It's based on your relationship with others, your significant other, your family, what people say, if people are being negative that you're losing weight or you took the easy way out. There's so many different opinions. So we went through a whole process of like self-doubting and people putting that self-doubt onto you. That class, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of zoned out of it because that class was not for me. Because I've always been the kind of person that I do what I want to do. I've always been like that. I don't care if you like what I do or you do like what I do. It doesn't sway me one way or the other. So the fact that I was getting this surgery and the fact that it would have on different relationships, it don't pertain to me. And this was not an easy decision either. Like this was years thinking of it. before. This was also seeing my mom go through it because I needed to see somebody like in real time, real life, somebody that I know who isn't leaving details out or saying something that's good and it really isn't good. Like I needed to know like a real deal, like how's this going? How's this feeling? The fact that my mom, she don't look like my mom. Like she looks like that woman that you see when they first got married. You always be like, dang, like mom and dad, like I can't believe this is what you used to look like. But you've never actually seen them look like that. Like your memories of your parents are never at their younger years. That picture that you see of them kissing, like you ain't never seen that couple before. You've seen, the couple in front of you. Like you just always seen them like that. So it is so weird for me to now look at my mom and she looks like, ooh, I should post the picture of my parents, of them first dating. Like it's crazy. So I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. She looks so good, and she has a different pep in her steps. My mama is okay. Sidebar: my mom has always been a confident woman. Let me tell you, okay, confident. Okay, my mama was always, but it is definitely a different type of walk, pep in her step, and a different where she holds her head, and her smile is so much bigger. And my mama has a beautiful big smile, but like it looks good on her. It really looks good on her. And I guess that's what happens when you're the healthiest you can be for you. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. I'm just trying to be healthy for me. That's how everyone should go into anything. You shouldn't care what everybody else thinks. Do it for you. For you. If you are on this journey, be on this journey for you. You, nobody else. Don't do this for no boyfriend. Don't do this to none of that. Do it for you. And if you're actually doing it for you, no one should be able to sway you one way or the other. But y'all, whoever, if anybody's on this journey or thinking about doing it, just do it for you. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I know this video is getting too long already. Have fun, enjoy. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. See y'all later. Stay frosty, stay positive, stay beautiful, stay up, stay moving forward, never backwards. Bye.